Good morning. It is Monday morning. You know what that means. It is time for the Adulthood podcast. I mean, not everybody listens to on Monday, but we drop on Monday and we want y'all to listen on Monday because first day views are very important.
Yep.
So if you are listening on Monday, it is Monday, October 9th. This is episode 26 of the Adulthood podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in, liking, subscribing, sharing, telling your friends. We really, really appreciate it.
Yes, we do.
On this episode, we break down uncomfortable conversations, how to have them as adults. And of course, you know we got to put our adulthood spin on it. Shout out to all the adulterers. Hey. If you want to come see me perform live this weekend, I'm in Boston at Laugh Boston, the 13th and the 14th. Next week, I'm in Detroit for House of Comedy.
What up, though?
The 20th and the 21st. And the 27th to the 29th, I'm in Houston at the Riot Comedy Club. And the weekend after that is going into November. I'll be at the Punchline in San Francisco. I'm all over the place, baby. IanLyleLive.com for more dates. I hope you enjoy the episode. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Peace.
What it do, baby?
Mario, we good?
Rock and roll.
Is this on?
Hello?
We start every episode. I mean, maybe we should get a signal on how to. So we don't. So on episode 26, we're not starting this way.
We just jump right in. Nah, I like it.
Marty's this thing on?
The adulterers, they like it.
Episode 26, baby. October 9th. We're into fall.
2023. Yep.
Yeah. You're probably wondering why we're not wearing hoodies. We got to start wearing hoodies starting next week.
I think so.
Yeah, we record a little bit ahead, a couple weeks ahead. Yeah, we
definitely do. You know what? Shout out to anybody who has a hoodie company. You know, I'm XXL. That's XXS.
Yeah.
If you want to.
You know what? I think we should get adulthood hoodies.
I actually,
I'm going to show you this because I actually had a hoodie that I designed. I'm going to show you it.
Okay.
And it's like adulthood.
We gotta let's get that done.
Yeah,
let's get that manufactured.
Right. How you been, man? How was your weekend?
It was fantastic.
Were you working? What are you doing?
I was not trying to pretend like this isn't the second episode that we're recording today. So
yeah,
no, my weekend was good. Actually, I DJ'd a wedding, a full wedding.
We didn't talk about that though.
No, we didn't.
Where was this?
It was out in New Jersey, the wonderful state of New Jersey, and you know what? This was one of those weddings where you know the people, all of the guests, they're going for it because the name holders to like let people know where their tables were the nips of Patron with the name attached.
It was a drunk wedding.
It was a turn up event.
A dive wedding.
A dive wedding. But you know what? I walked away very content because the groom was just like, hey man, that was electric. And I'm like, you goddamn right it was.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Turned them up?
Yeah, I turned them all the way up.
That's fun. It's fun to see weddings because it's like before it all goes south.
Yeah.
That's very nice to see, like to witness stuff while it's still good.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know?
For sure. Yeah, definitely the ascent.
Yeah, the ascent.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's like the peak, right? That's like the top of the roller coaster.
Is it the wedding?
Yeah, and then there's a free fall down.
No, I think at least
like
the
nitro,
like the honeymoon at least.
Are people still going on honeymoons?
I think it's
because now I meet people and they're like, we got married last year. We're going on a honeymoon this summer, and I'm like, how y'all even sure y'all gonna be together that long?
It's a lot
to push the honeymoon back so far.
Maybe they listen to Adulthood podcast.
Yeah, where would you like to honeymoon?
Me, I would like to go to Fiji. The South Pacific.
Yes, Marty.
I lived there for a year.
You lived in Fiji?
You lived in Fiji?
Yeah.
You see how we stumbled
on
on
gold? Why does it take to episode 26 for you to
let us
tell
know
us
that
this?
you lived in Fiji? What?
It's so fun.
What'd you do in Fiji?
I'll tell you all the clubs to go to.
He's not honeymooning. What did you do in Fiji?
What?
I went to school there for a year, but I was there for like the whole year, even when I wasn't in school.
How was it? Was it amazing?
It was really fun. It's like, so like the main island in Fiji is called Biti Levu, and I lived there in Suva. And I had a roommate and we lived in an apartment and we'd like go out to the clubs every weekend, and then
what are the Fiji clubs like?
That's what I was gonna say. Like, did you go to the
fun.
Frugiferous Mountains? Like,
they're the most fun. Hold on, I dropped my pen. Everything's like reggae. Like all of the remixes are like reggae remixes, and like that's really fun. And you just like drink. I think they're called
rum.
Yeah, so Fiji rum is actually illegal in the U.S. because the alcohol content is too high.
We gotta go to Fiji.
And so, but there's like this company that is like the Fijian rum company, and they had this like banana rum that doesn't even taste like alcohol. It tastes so good. And it was just like, you'd go and you'd bring a bottle of rum and you'd have a straw. And like, it was just like, I don't remember a lot of that year, but I woke up on a lot of boats and I had a lot of fun.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Okay.
Regular girls gone wild.
I'm on the boat.
Well, how are the people? Are they ugly?
Whoa.
What do you mean?
Like, are the people, you mean what I mean? Some place you go, the people are ugly.
Nobody was ugly.
I'm asking. I've never been.
Actually, I'm so excited you guys brought this up because hi, Felicia, one of my friends from there.
Not bye,
DM'd
Felicia. Hi, Felicia.
Yeah, hi. One of my friends from there just DM'd me and she was like, I don't know if you remember me. And I was like, I didn't black out the whole year. And I sent her your podcast.
You sent her this
Yeah,
podcast?
because she asked me what I did now and I was telling her. And I was
So you
like,
admit we are your favorite podcast.
1000%. Hi, Felicia. I hope you're listening right now. I didn't black out the whole year.
When you linked up with a friend who hadn't seen you for years, this is what you showed her to show that you were successful.
I told you. Didn't I call it? Yep.
Like she asked which podcast I worked on, and I was like, "You can listen to this one."
Yeah, there you go.
So we big in Fiji.
I knew you loved this.
That's fire.
But she's like, "Hi, thank you for helping me pass Calc 2." But
But she doesn't live in Fiji, right?
yeah, she does.
She does?
She lives in
She's
Suva.
Fijian?
Fijian.
Fijian. Like
Yeah.
Vegeta.
It's awesome. You should.
What do
go.
they speak? Fijiferous?
Fijian.
What does it sound like?
It's a language.
Is it like
try to speak it?
Yeah. Do you know how to say hi?
No, I know how to say one word, but I'm gonna butcher it so
What's
bad.
the word?
No, you gotta say it.
I
You gotta
don't-
say it.
I don't want to say it.
What's the word?
Because somebody tried to teach it to me for so long. I know how to say no boats and like mime seasick, and it sounds something like sangana wangana, but I said that completely wrong. So don't.
Yeah, that sounds
Oh my God.
racist.
Is it like
Yeah,
a
cut that
Polynesian?
out.
Is it like a
But-
Polynesian language?
It's a Polynesian language, yeah.
Oh,
Sa-
this is
Polynesian.
crazy.
I thought that was a sauce at Chick-fil-A.
It definitely
No,
is.
I'm saying it so wrong. I don't.
It is
remember
a
how to
sauce
say
at
it.
Chick-fil-A.
100%.
What is?
Polynesian.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you
but-
do.
But
Cultured.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna cut out when I try to speak it. But anyway, there's like all the clubs there are awesome, and you should go to Nandi, and you should go to. I can tell you which. Oh, you told me you won't stay at hostels. Never. mind.
What's their
Definitely
food
not.
like? For his honeymoon, he's gonna stay at a hostel.
Well,
Without no.
there's actually a really fun hostel there that like everybody stays at, and it's like kind of like doubles as a hotel. But I got a tattoo there, and like it's just it's a great time.
You did those huts that are on the beach that you always see on Instagram.
That's what I'm going for.
Oh no.
No?
We stayed in like a lot of. It was like the hostels that we stayed at a lot of the time. Like I was just staying in like a dorm room because I needed it to cost like $4 a night. But your face. You're wearing sunglasses. And I can like tell what your face is underneath it. I'm
$4
sorry.
a night hotels.
I got so excited when you said Fiji.
Hold on.
Yeah, you got like weird. Did you like murder somebody over there? I feel like it's like I know what you did last summer. Like you left a body in Fiji. If you kill somebody in Fiji, is it a crime if you come back here?
Yes.
Like would they come get you?
Actually, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to say 1,010% yes.
So you stayed the whole year.
Yeah,
Is it
that's
just
how
warm?
weird.
Is it like warm the whole year round, or does it get cold? Like,
I was.
do you
There
remember?
were like cold times. But
Uh-huh.
It was warm.
It was warm
most
pretty
of-
much, yeah.
pretty
Is there a
much.
Target?
There was no Target. There was
Damn.
no like store.
Everything had to be brought in on boat, right?
Yeah, there was no like store that we have.
Yeah.
here. Like I tried to buy tampons one time and it was like. a
Whoa, whoa,
ordeal.
whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm
This is a
sorry.
family podcast. Way to get gross, Marty. Jesus. There's kids listening to this. But you wanna go on those huts.
Yeah, absolutely. I
You
want to
see
be the
you never went to the
cabanas.
huts. You in Fiji. You didn't go to the huts once.
No,
How
This is
beautiful is the
insane.
water?
it looks like blue Kool-Aid.
Holy shit!
But is it because I had a cousin who went to Fiji and I think his energy about it was like it's nice, but like if you've been to a nice place, you get it. Like it's just nice. Like the nice don't just keep climbing.
Fiji, I feel like it kind of depends on what you do because if you want to go do resort things, like you can go to the Bahamas and get the same feel.
Yeah,
as
that's
you
what I'm
would get
saying.
there.
Yeah,
But
that's what I'm
If you
saying.
want to go do fun shit, it's really fun.
Like what's fun? Like fun is
blacking
subjective.
out and waking up on a boat? Hello, like you're not paying attention.
There's diving there that is like ranked in the top 10 in the world. So if you want to go diving, that's like That's the place to do it. And then
I don't dive anymore. You saw what happened to the Titanic, guys.
Yeah. Shout out to Jack.
Yeah.
Okay. Diving's great. The club scene is great.
Is the food good?
Yeah, what's the food like?
Like
fruit-
seafood?
Like the fruit is like
What kind of
fucking
fruit? Mangoes?
amazing.
Dragon
Like-
fruit?
like passion fruit, mangoes, the bananas somehow taste
Whoa,
better.
whoa.
It's like all of the hookah
Oh, you
flavors.
think we like bananas?
Oh.
Jesus, Marty. You're on fire today. Where else have you lived?
I don't know. What do you? I don't know how to answer that question.
Like, because we just found out 26 episodes in, you lived in Fiji
For a year. And blacked out and woke up on boats.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like that's what I mean. If you're drinking like rum, like full bottles of rum, and then like Red Bull and the whole thing, and it's,
I didn't see you as a big drinker.
I don't think I am.
Yeah.
I don't think I am. I think that year was unto itself. Yeah, it was like very.
What was that? 19, 20, 28,
20.
20?
Mm.
I
Nice.
turned
Yeah.
20. I think 2 weeks after I got there.
Nice. Nice.
Or before, yeah, because I turned 20 there.
Nice.
You ever lived anywhere else?
No, I have not.
Yeah, me neither.
No, I
I've
have
only
not.
lived. I've only lived in New York.
Yeah.
Even when I went to college, it was Long Island.
I know. I went to college in the Bronx.
I've traveled. I'm well traveled.
You should
That-
move to Fiji for a year.
What about
Do they have comedy clubs?
what about the thousands of podcast listeners?
We could record from there. You could learn the Bula Bula song.
Yeah, I could do that. I could do that. You're right. I'll run that by my management. What if we go to Fiji? What if we fly 10,000 miles to the middle of the Polynesia Islands to record this podcast?
and you get like
We'll go viral.
get a hat and
Are there lady boys there?
Whoa.
Because I know that's big in Thailand,
they
right?
do recognize that they're gender.
That's big in Thailand, right?
I guess so. I've never been to Thailand.
Mm.
I think that's in the Hangover.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it 2 or 3?
When they go to Thailand, I think in the
There's-
second one. Have you
there's
seen
two.
The Hangover?
Mm-mm.
I met somebody that had never seen The Hangover the other day.
Really?
Yeah, that's a classic.
Is it me?
You can't
you never seen it?
Oh.
No.
Oh.
None
they
of
can't,
them?
No.
They can't make movies like that anymore.
No,
That
no.
super bad.
No,
Now's the
another
time.
classic.
Nope.
Another classic.
Never coming back.
Yeah, I think we're swinging back.
You think so?
The pendulum swings.
pendulums?
It gets too woke, cancel culture, then it swings back. Where it
That
gets
is too
crazy, then it
extreme?
swings back.
Uh,
The pendulum shall swing.
yeah.
We got any
swinging.
questions? Answer a couple questions before we get going.
Yeah. Oh, you want to answer? Is it okay to say no to a proposal if you hate the ring?
Let's leave that one for a thing because that's kind of the topic. That
Yeah.
topic is uncomfortable conversations.
Yeah.
That was just something I really wanted you to answer.
Yeah.
Ian.
Yeah,
Well, we're gonna
I
answer.
will. We'll answer it, but
Yeah, we're definitely gonna answer. it.
let's wait till we get into the topic today is uncomfortable conversations, which as an adult, you're gonna have to have these with a partner.
Probably every day.
Yeah.
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 Like
The more you're open about it, the less you gotta really worry about it. But sometimes people don't want to have if you don't want to have it and you make it a thing where you never want to have it, it's just gonna be
you know what? We should
problem.
like give a little teaser, like, how do you ask your partner to put your hemorrhoid cream on? Like
to put your what? I'm sorry.
hemorrhoid cream.
On you?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not even that uncomfortable. Go ahead.
That's the first level.
I'm just gonna let you pick. Should women be sucking toes back?
Yo.
Should women be sucking toes?
Back.
Back?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like your toes sucked?
I'm not a foot guy, but I think that if a woman wants to suck toes.
Are you gonna kiss
Be
her
you.
afterward?
Be a 21st century woman. Don't let the patriarchy tell you what to do. If you want to suck his toes, you suck his toes.
I'm here with you. I'm here with you. I'm here with you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it awkward because I support women? I'm sorry. I don't want to keep women oppressed like you, Marty. That's a girl that wants to suck toes but doesn't know if it's okay.
Yeah.
Go for it, girl.
And she's
We're not
probably-
even gonna say your Instagram.
Not even that, but she's probably dating a black dude because
Just do it.
Tell
Tell them that we sent you.
Yeah.
What's the
Ugh.
next one?
You want another? Oh, you want another question?
Yeah.
What's your most awkward moment? I have other questions, but they're weird.
How
What's
weird?
a weird one?
Yeah.
This one just says weirdest place you've had sex.
I'm not a weird
I think
place
that's a young
sex guy.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
I'm not
that's
a
a young.
weird
That's
sex.
a young
I like a
person's game.
bed with sheets,
A
a
couch.
nice mattress,
Yeah.
memory foam pillows.
Yeah.
I need a lot.
Orthopedic, right?
Yeah, I need a lot to get going.
Yeah. AC.
Sponsored by the Golden Bachelor.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Those are the young kids
Yeah.
doing it in cars and stuff.
Or on a Ferris wheel. Like
Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
it's crazy.
That's impressive. What else you got?
What's your most awkward moment?
Most awkward moment, like that happened to me or that I seen.
Witness. Ooh, that's a good question. Both.
What happened to you, Ian?
What happened to me? I don't know. I don't know if I have anything that's like that I will put on. I've had awkward moments, but nothing that's like substantial where I'm like, yo, I'm so embarrassed. I guess that drunk story. Remember when I got drunk and passed out and I woke up naked in the shower next to a pretty girl peeing in my friend's bathroom? That was pretty embarrassing.
Okay.
But you know, you drunk, so you don't even
But you
don't even see embarrassment
but
when you're
awkward. What's the most
Well,
awkward?
that was
That's
awkward because I
yeah.
wasn't embarrassed. It was just awkward.
Yeah.
And then the next day, I told you, like, I cleaned up and I came back to help him clean up. And she happened to be there and they were talking about the day. And they were like, she was like, did you guys see the asshole that was in the shower thing?
And
all my friends were like, yeah, he's right there.
That's him right there.
And I was like, yeah, that's me.
What's the most awkward thing that you've witnessed?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know if I witnessed this, but I was on a double date one time with a friend and she shit her pants.
Whoa.
And she had to get out of there.
Wow.
It was like Ocean's 11. We had to plan an escape because she shit her pants.
Was it something that she ate?
I didn't ask. I hope. I hope that's not a move she has.
I told you.
She's the girl that shits her pants on dates to know if the guy really likes her.
And if you listen to the episode before, I told you that the short guys, they know where the exits are.
I had a girl, I think.
Proof's in the pudding.
I think I had a girl, I don't know this for sure, but I think I had a girl shit her pants at my house one time.
Oh.
But I don't know this for sure. But I know that she had to go to the bathroom and she ran to the bathroom and then threw out her underwear. So
That could have been a plethora of things.
yeah, you're right. Women are disgusting. But if I had to pick one, I would say a shark.
Yeah.
Put in the belt.
Okay. Yeah.
I would say a shark.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably the most awkward thing. But I don't care. Like, I'm such a comedian that, like, I just find it funny.
But what is it about shitting?
It's hilarious.
Like, I was in college and we were at practice and one of our teammates were like, oh, I think I just shit myself. And he shit himself.
Yeah.
Like, while we're playing.
That's part of
But
life.
He was also very dehydrated and ended up having to get rushed to the emergency room. So, like, it went from funny to serious to, oh, he's okay. He's just dehydrated. Yo, bro, you know you just shit yourself in practice.
Yeah. I saw a girl one time throwing up and started farting. As she was bent over throwing up. That was pretty embarrassing. That's like worse than shitting
That's
yourself.
like an exorcism.
Yeah, it was just like yeah.
She couldn't control it. Oh no!
I don't mean to be crass.
Oh man, sorry.
But yeah.
It happens.
Yeah. What about you? What's the most awkward?
Oh, definitely the guy who shit himself.
Oh yeah. One time I was at this. This is a little crazy, but I wasn't. My friend told me about this. I didn't witness it, but my friend, who's a girl, told me what happened because we was at our house. It was like high school. We was at one of my friend's house, and my friend was hooking up with another. Two of my friends was hooking up. Like, I was friends with both of them, the girl and the guy, and they was hooking up. And my friend, the girl told me, I found this out like a little later. The girl told me that my friend, as soon as they got naked, like she got naked, and then he got naked, and as soon as he got naked, like he just finished. What? Like as soon as his clothes on, it just started.
He came.
Yeah, it just started. It just started like Squirting. He
Oh
was
my
squirting.
God, he was that worked up.
Yeah. I
Was he
thought-
young?
That was hilarious. Yeah,
That's hilarious.
He's young. She told me he just started squirting all over the room.
I think I have one, and I can't believe I'm about to share this with the people. But like, there was one time, like, I was actually overseas, and I had ate something, and it was not something that I was supposed to eat. So like, I was fine, whatever, and we had gone out to the club. And one of my biggest like fears is having to use, having to shit in a public restroom. That's number one. But like to do that overseas,
I don't shit overseas.
no, but it's just a different level. It's just a different
I only
level.
shit on American soil.
Yeah, definitely. Like in a public place. Oh my God. So ended up having to use the bathroom, and like the toilet wouldn't flush.
Where?
In a club.
Oh. But that's fine. You just get out of there.
Hold on. So yeah, I leave, right? But there was a line. Like that's another thing too. There was a line, and it was a unisex bathroom. So then a girl walks in afterwards, and she just screams.
The unisex bathroom is the worst.
And like it's awkward, but it's also like she screamed like somebody shot her. I'm like, oh man.
I had
Needless to say, we left.
that's pretty bad.
Yeah,
that's pretty bad. Did you run off and pull the fire alarm?
Who, me? No,
Yeah.
I
was like some dickhead just
some asshole just
yeah.
no, they knew it was me. It was
Bro, one time I was at the club with my homegirl. This is again like my 20s. We was at the club with my homegirl, and she came back. Like we was in a section, and my homegirl came back to like the section. She was gone for a little while, and she was done up. She looked pretty, like in a dress, like hair done, and she was like, "I just took the biggest shit in the bathroom." And I'm like, yo, we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go out back. Like, take us through the back. We can't walk through the club with this.
Or I mean, like
she looked like she dressed like a Barbie, shitting up the club bathroom.
Yeah. The worst is also like, you go out with a homegirl or whatever, or like a group of homegirls, and then one of them slides off, and then they come back and there's like, there's paraphernalia on their face, and I'm not talking about drug paraphernalia. If you catch my drift, it's just like
from a hookup.
Whoa. Yeah.
I never had that.
From an X-rated hookup, not kissing. I'm talking
about
yeah, secretions.
I never had that.
Woof.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's wild.
That's wild.
What about you, Marty? You got one for the gang? Nothing awkward ever happened in Fiji or chasing the rains? Nothing awkward? Everything's just peachy.
I mean, I'm thinking of one, but I don't know. I'm like, I don't want to traumatize both of you.
This might take us over the edge. This might be the one. This might be viral.
No, because I feel like you both have shitting stories, and I'm like, I have period stories, but it's okay.
What's worse?
I think shitting.
Yeah.
Shitting.
I don't think shitting is worse.
Shitting is worse.
I don't know. I had to so do you guys know how a Diva Cup works?
Yeah.
Yes, you do. You answered it.
Of course I do.
So you understand like the suction concept, and like you have to get it out at like the exact right angle. Yeah, okay. So I was in your face. So I was in a bathroom, and it was like a basement bathroom in Prague. And it was like, you could tell that like it used to be owned by Russia. Like there was not, it was just stone, and you were like, a lot of people have died down here. Like it's kind of like where the Romanovs were killed. And there was a lady who was like doling out the toilet paper, and she was like you had to get toilet paper from her before you went into the bathroom. And I went into the bathroom, and I was just, your hands are just like covered in blood. And I just sat there, and I was like, I am not the first person in this bathroom to be covered in blood.
Ooh, yeah, that's a pretty.
And I had to like go out and be like, yeah, you need to give me like
more.
that entire, like I was like, there's literally blood all over it. But anyway.
Good thing it happened overseas, because when embarrassing stuff happened to Americans overseas, you kind of have that American thing where you're like, well, I'm still an American.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Yeah. Very true.
Which brings us to the topic of the day. I feel like this was a good segue to the topic of the episode 26, which is uncomfortable questions.
Yes.
Uncomfortable conversations.
Yes.
Conversations, questions, whatever.
Yes.
Because part of being a grown-up and adult is you're going to have awkward conversations. And a lot of times, I've been part of this. A lot of times in my life, you run from them, right?
Yeah, definitely.
You don't want to tell the girl you just shit your pants.
Nope.
You don't want to tell her that you saw her shit her pants.
Nope.
So you avoid having these big conversations that it is important you have. I feel like part of adulting is having these big conversations.
Yes, absolutely.
What do you think? How do you think? Let's start with the first one, which is like I feel like a lot of girls are gonna be interested in this, but like as a guy, how do you think is the best way to tell someone you want to break up?
Now, you know me, I'm Mr. Context, the context king. I think it also, number one, it depends on the duration of the relationship and also what is the catalyst of the separation. You know, if there is infidelity, either way, I think that's pretty much easy, right? But if it's just that you're not vibing, you know, you're not seeing eye to eye on certain things, or maybe you feel that person pulling away, or maybe you're pulling away, I think it's easier said than done, but just be honest.
When it's infidelity, I feel like that's easy. That's a cop out, right?
Yeah,
if somebody
that's
cheats on
definitely
you,
a
you can
cop-out.
say whatever you want and just leave, right?
yeah,
You have a
yeah.
reason. But I'm talking about when stuff is my Siri. I'm talking about when stuff is just not working out.
Yeah.
Like when you
I think it's very difficult as a guy.
how do you think is the best way to do it?
I think that it's not black and white, and it's not an easy thing. Like you had mentioned earlier in one of our wisdom episodes, it's like getting off of a cruise. It's a drawn out process.
There's several things. It's shaky.
It's shaky. You might have positive intentions, but it's gonna be like it's probably gonna be like a 2 to 6 month affair.
To break up?
Yes.
A breakup takes 2 to 6 months.
2 to 6 months.
Here's what I find in my studies. I found that a lot of times when you tell a girl that you want to break up,
she doesn't accept it.
She doesn't accept it. If she doesn't want to break up with you, she doesn't accept it.
Nope.
And the cliche line, it's not you, it's me. I know it's cliche and you hear it and you're like, whatever. But like sometimes it's not you, it's me.
It's me.
So it's like anything you tell me, it doesn't matter because it's me.
Mm-hmm.
I have to do something. I have to change something to be in this relationship. And I no longer want to do that. So I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the best way is you gotta take it to the face.
Whoa.
Just sit there and tell her straight up.
Yeah. And then, so how do you handle the non-accepting of the termination of the relationship?
Like her telling you, you're gonna have to hurt feelings a little bit.
Really?
You have to. I think you have to.
Now, how do you hurt the feelings? Like, do you get disrespectful?
No,
or do you just tell
you don't
them?
gotta be like, you're stupid. You're always stupid and I hate your mom. You don't gotta say that. I'm saying you just gotta be like, listen. I think I found guys, friends who tell me they'll just be like, hey man, I mean, you call a bro. That girls like that. Listen, bro.
Yeah.
That's why she knows it's over.
It's over. Yeah. That's
Listen,
true.
bro.
That's true.
I want to be single. If a guy tells you he wants to be single, what is there left to talk about? I don't understand the back and forth.
I don't.
Marty, you tell me. You've been broken up with before. Why would a girl want to talk after a guy says I want to be single, or a girl? Girls could be more easily convinced though. So let's go to guys.
I'm sorry, repeat the question.
Why, if a guy tells you he wants to be single, why do some women find it?
Why do they want to fight it?
Fight it.
Maybe they don't think you're smart enough to know what you want.
Well, that's fair.
That's insight.
Like,
That's
I never
fair.
even would have thought about that.
like it's just like saving you because if you really think about it, like if somebody says that you don't respect or you don't think is like really smart, and you feel like you know their thoughts and feelings better than they know their thoughts and feelings, and they say I want to be single, you're in your head, you're like, yeah, you want to be single until like, I don't know, like the first cold day of fall, and then you're like sad and your friends don't want to hang out with you, and then you're gonna text me, and why don't we just bypass all of that
And stay together?
because next week I want to do this and you said you do it with me. So yeah, so like is someone thinking they know that your wants and needs better than you do?
Yeah, I mean, there's a word for that. It's called sad. You're a sad person.
Yeah.
If you think somebody's telling you, because when somebody's telling you they don't want to be in a relationship, they basically telling you they want to sleep
other people.
around.
Yeah, but you're asking me why people would try to convince you
And
to stay
you're
in
saying
that
it's because they
relationship.
think you don't know what you want.
It's 'cause you think
That's
they think
fair.
you don't know what you want.
That's a fair
That's
answer.
very fair.
That's a fair answer. But I think how do you, I mean, I feel like my girlfriends, they break up no problem. They'll tell a guy straight to his face, listen, I don't want to be with you.
Absolutely.
You're ugly, your penis is small.
Absolutely.
Goodbye.
Yeah. And then block you on everything.
And block you on
and
everything.
never
Don't ever
talk to you
come by
again.
my house. Don't
And
come to the Starbucks
see
where
you
I
in
go
public
to.
and
If I see you, I'm going to kill you.
Walk right past
That's how
it.
women break up.
Yeah.
I'm
People,
like,
if you were on fire, they wouldn't pee on
nothing more than like a woman who's like over it is like the meanest.
It's the meanest, scariest thing ever to deal with in life.
I know
like
that.
indifference, but like
Huh?
it's a different level of cold.
Yeah.
I know that.
You know that?
Yeah.
Why?
Because girls have broken up with me.
Why are they like that?
Why?
I don't know. If I knew that, Ian, I'd cry less.
But you are one of them. You're on the other side.
Yeah, but I'm not mean. Like, I don't know.
Women to be the most loving and then want to break up and be the meanest.
The meanest and say the most vile things. Like, where does that
Vile,
come
your
from?
breath stinks. You never made me orgasm.
No
I
compassion
don't like
at
your
all.
dad.
Yeah.
Your mom is ugly.
Your right
I
leg
can't
is longer than
procreate
the other
with you.
one.
You
Yeah.
have a limp.
Yeah. Your breath smells.
Yeah, just the worst things.
Okay.
Why are they so? Let's unpack that. Why are women such bad people,
When they break up with you.
or in general?
Oh, okay.
I can't unpack that.
We sound like the
Either or.
those bros, the bro
podcast. Either or. But I have to ask you a question.
Those bro podcasts are out of
They're
pocket.
hilarious.
It's just men telling women how to act and behave.
And B, have you ever rejected a woman's breakup request?
No, I think we've touched on this. I need you to want to be with me. If you don't want to be with me, I'll
There's-
myself.
Whoa.
I'm out.
Whoa. Okay. Point blank.
What do you think about that, Marty?
My therapist would say that's unhealthy.
I don't mean I'm saying the proverbial kill myself, not the literal. There's nothing funny about the literal kill yourself, but
No,
the
there's
proverbial one is hilarious.
Yes, very much so.
That means like I'm gonna go live under a rock.
But you know what? You bring up a good point, man.
You might have to mute that for YouTube because they
Yeah.
demonetized it.
But you bring up a good point. When women they reach that point of indifference, you basically don't exist.
No, when a woman's over it, she's just over
She's
it.
long gone.
But it takes her a while to get there.
yeah.
Generally, how did she break up with you?
Was it via text?
Which time?
You kept going back.
Now we just got to make it sound bad. Why do we have to make it sound bad?
You need to learn when to let go, Marty. This is
I
what this
have-
podcast is about.
We're here for
Uncomfortable
you.
conversations, and we're
are here
having
for
them with you.
And we have your back. We're here for you. We got to be like, all right, that's it.
You don't just because you want to break up, you don't have to be mean.
Yeah.
Why are people mean?
Thank you.
I don't get
But-
the meanness of it.
Have you ever had the meanness pulled out of you, like where you tried to be nice,
Yes.
and then you got the harassing text messages,
Yes.
and then it's just like, okay, like this isn't gonna work.
When I was a younger lad, I I used to let because a woman would cry. You know, women cry. They're good at that's their thing.
Superpower.
That's their thing. They
Yeah.
could just cry whenever
command.
Yeah, whenever shit gets serious, they'll just
Yeah.
cry.
Yeah.
And I remember like before I used to like I let it affect me and feel bad. And then I kind of just like realized like this is kind of like a fighting it's like
Technique?
it's like when a skunk sprays their stink on you. That's like a woman crying. They're just trying to make you weaker. So I just stone face you. Especially when you did something wrong. Don't start crying when you did something wrong. Like if you're the reason. "Oh, I just can't do anything right." They do the woman gaslighting thing.
They start-
Shout out to all the women
they start
on this
shaking.
that listen to this. Yeah.
We're sounding too bro-ish. What's the
Yeah.
next one? What's the
Shout out
next
to
one? Yeah.
What's the next one? What topic?
Yeah.
With the breakup thing, to recap the breakup thing, I think the best way, whether you're a guy or a girl, obviously we joke, but whether you're a guy or a girl, the best way to break up with somebody, you gotta grab the deer by his horns. That's a saying, right?
I think so.
The bull.
One of
The
those.
bull, yeah.
Yeah.
Grab the fat bull by its horns.
Yeah. And just be honest. Be honest, but
But don't be
compassionate.
mean.
Yeah. Be compassionate.
That's how you create a stalker. Marty knows. Don't let them down easy. But I will say this, both the girls and guys. I think when you if somebody's breaking up with you and they mean it, I mean, how do you know if they mean it, right? But if they want to break up with you, don't be trying to fight it. Like,
yeah,
if
don't
they're
fight the
over
breakup
it.
either. Yeah.
Like if they're telling you like, "Hey, I no longer want to be with you. This isn't working." Don't
Cool.
become a psychopath.
Yeah, cool.
Like let them go.
Cool.
I would say.
And don't the paragraph messages of like recapping everything that went on through the relationship is just like, we were there. I know I was there. I know what happened. Like, I don't need this.
Don't be the person that breaks up with somebody and is a dick about it too. Like that person loved you and wants to be with you. That person's hurt, right?
They're hurting.
Be cool.
Be compassionate.
A lot of people don't be cool. That's the problem.
Okay, how about this? Because then it gets a little bit tricky. I know I was trying to segue out of it, but like, you're trying to be cool, you're trying to be compassionate, and then one thing sets them and triggers them off. And then next thing you know, you're being attacked for just trying to be compassionate.
As a guy or whoever. Listen.
Either or.
The main thing is it's going to be uncomfortable.
Yes.
You're going into it thinking that it's going to be something that's pleasant. It's like breakups, firing, none of it. It's not pleasant.
It's going in your ass with no.
But you gotta cut it. You gotta cut it while the cutting is good.
Yep.
Don't let it build up because that's how things get out of hand. And there's a domestic violence, a murder.
Have you ever had like your property destroyed, or have you ever been like
property destroyed?
Anything stolen from?
Let me think.
Any of your residences?
No, I know. I don't. I think I tend to steer away from the nut jobs, the psychopaths.
Like, you're not living life, bro.
Yeah, I read that early, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think.
Even as a young lad.
Yeah, even as a young lad.
No, bro. As a young lad, I was looking at I was like what is it? A firefly? The light, the fire. I was going right to it. Oh yeah.
The love hard women. I love hard.
Yeah.
The love hard people. Nah, stay away from the love hard people.
You never got stabbed before?
I need you to love regular.
Punched in the face?
I know. I know somebody who died because his wife cut his penis off. This is where it leads. Like, I know him personally. This is a real story. So you got to cut those psychopaths out of your life.
Okay.
Adulthood Pod.
That's how you take it. That's how you take it there.
You know what I think is even more awkward than the breakup talk?
Talk to me.
The money talk.
Oh, the money talk is probably one of the most uncomfortable conversations.
So uncomfortable. Yeah. Whether you're a man or a woman, telling your partner that they're brokies and they're not cutting it financially, that's a tough conversation. Because you're not saying, I'm leaving you. You're just sitting somebody down to tell them you're poor. You know? You ever had this conversation with somebody?
I've had a conversation. I've had it both ways where I was told I was poor. Which I was.
Somebody told you you was poor?
Yeah. I mean, but that's the thing. Like, you know, you're dating out of college. Like, you're not really making no money unless you're a Rothschild or something like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was broke. And if you're dating up or older and they're already established in life, and it's like, okay, so like in hindsight, that person was 100% right. But I also had the conversation of, you know, when you're grinding a lot and somebody's really not trying to take their grind to that next level, then they're like, you're doing so much that I don't even want. Like, you're making me feel uncomfortable. I was like, wow, I never. This is the first time.
Because you're a go getter.
Yeah.
Sometimes that could be intimidating to a partner. They see you grind and they like, oh, when this person makes it, they're gonna leave me
or something. But like, they're like, I didn't even have the mindset or the awareness to be like, damn, I never thought about that. Where they were like, you know, you almost make them feel like not inadequate, but like. That like they're not bringing anything to the table.
Yeah, I mean, I told the story before about I dated a girl out of college who was making so much more money than me that it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was making literally $200 every 2 weeks.
Yeah, and she would spend that on what?
Yeah, but she never made me feel less than. She like when we spoke about the thing. At one point, I just got to a point where I was like, hey, I got to tell you, like, I can't afford to keep doing these like. Fancy dinners. I just don't make enough money. Like, I'm going broke. You're making all this money. If you want to go out, you're gonna have to like cover some of these
self-awareness.
And it's tough because you want to be the man and you want to be like the, I got it, I pay for it. But it's tough. I don't think men generally care so much. If you're a guy who makes decent money, I don't think you care so much about what your lady makes or your partner makes. But I think a lot of times it's grown, right? Like before, it used to be like if you pay the bills at home and you paid on the dates and you go on vacation and you cover that used to be considered as like enough. But now I'm hearing some stories about like the women is like, well, if you ain't buying me Chanel and a Birkin, then I'm gonna get the next guy to do it.
But not only that, I think it's also like it's a real like nut check or like gut check to be the dude who like you are hustling, but like whoever you're in a relationship with is just they're doing so well and they're balling out of control where like you almost feel like, damn, like I'm really maxing out all my potential, but the revenue's not coming in. So like I think that takes a certain level of comfortability to be able to say that, like, you know what, I'm gonna spoil me.
I think to sit somebody down, to sit down a partner and tell them that they need to make more money, that's a weird thing to say to somebody.
I think it's easier for a woman to say that to a man though.
Women love emasculating men.
It comes with the territory.
They love nothing more than to sit you down and be like, you're a piece of shit.
And how you handle it. Because if you say, all right, I'm going to get to it, then they know you're someone that they could be with.
I know a lot of ride or die
women,
yes, who like are killing it financially and are there for their man financially. But I don't think you should sit somebody down and tell them they need to make more money.
Why not?
At least I don't think you should word it that way.
Oh, how should you word it?
I think you should word it in a way of like, hey, maybe it depends, right? Because if you got a guy at home that you're maintained in, then yeah, you could say whatever you want because you're technically his mom. So you can say whatever you want to him.
Basically.
But if you got a man that's working, but he's just not making enough, then I think you have to finesse that a better way. You got to finesse it. You can't just be like, hey, listen, you're poor. I don't like poor. We're going to be homeless if I stay with you. That's mean. You got to talk about we. Women like it when you use the term we when you're speaking about you. When you talk about you, say we, and they like that. They understand that better.
So we have to use the bathroom.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, stuff like that.
We's feeling
we
constipated.
don't want to be with you.
Yeah, we ain't feeling you right now.
Yeah, we are annoying the shit out of me.
Okay.
We are being very annoying.
Yeah.
That's women love that. That's how you're able to finesse your way into thing.
Okay,
if you say we,
because it's a group. It's a group
because they like the bond.
Okay.
Of
They're bonding creatures.
Yeah. So the money talk is awkward. I would say to close that one, the money thing, break it down in a we fashion.
What if we want to see other people?
Yeah. That's a way to but it's a double-edged sword because once you say we, she's like, all right, he loves me.
Yeah. Okay.
So even if you say we want to see other people, she's gonna think that you love her.
Okay.
Because you said we.
Okay.
That's the cheat code.
We should have a threesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the one time I don't think it works.
No.
Yeah. Then they separate.
I went too far. Okay.
Yeah. They're like we should not.
Who the fuck is we?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one. That's
see?
the one.
Parameters.
Yeah. That's what it's about. With the money stuff, you gotta finesse it. You gotta finesse it, babe. I know I don't have. I know I've paid for everything for your whole life. I'm basically your dad, but I can't continue doing that because I'm running out, and you're not. You know, women. You can't ask them what you bring to the table. You can't. That's out the question.
That's out the question.
That's offensive. That's like asking a woman her weight.
Yeah. And age.
Yeah, in a thing. You can't ask what
you
they
can't
bring
ask
to the table.
that.
But you got to be like,
you
hey,
get arrested
babe,
for that.
Hey babe, I'm thinking. I feel like if you be like you're thinking about getting more work and see how she plays it. And then also you got to think that when you get into a relationship, finances is important. So if your person ain't financially up to par with you, then we got to think about finding somebody else.
Straight up.
What about the cooking situation?
I think that's a very difficult, awkward conversation as well.
Yeah, because not everyone cooks, right? But there's people who like to cook and are great cooks, and there are people who like to cook and
that shit is fucking trash.
Do we even got to say it?
I don't think
it's garbage.
Yeah,
they're boiling garbage.
It's like basically that they're
Department of Sanitation.
They're cutting their toenails and
Department of Sanitation in the kitchen.
season. Yeah,
I mean, look, I don't play with the food stuff.
No, you can't.
I don't like that. That's one that I take personally.
Yeah.
If you're producing garbage in the kitchen, I gotta say something.
And like you said on the We Talk, we ain't feeling this. You know what? Maybe we should take some cooking lessons.
Yeah, maybe we should order out.
Yeah, maybe we should have a Uber Eats account, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, something like that where you acknowledge, but you problem solve. I feel like, you know, in relationships, it's about problem solving. I think women like problem solving. You come with the solutions. Don't just focus on the problem.
Yes, we need to order out because you put hot dogs in the lasagna.
And it's disgusting.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was the question, right? Is how do you tell your partner you don't want to get married?
Yeah,
that was the question mark.
That was the buildup.
Yeah.
Oh, woo.
The married one. That's a big one. There's no way around that one.
There is nowhere. I don't think we will help that.
I actually had a friend this happened to, but go ahead.
Specifically, the question was, can you say no to a proposal if you hate the ring? Is that a good enough reason?
No, I don't think so. I
Or
think
how do you say you hate the ring?
if you say no to me because you hate the ring, that's the first flag that I shouldn't be marrying you.
That's very true. However, to take some accountability into this, what's the context? Did he just jump out? Did the person just jump out the window and get some bullshit ring? Like, you gotta, it's a process. You gotta, sisters, friends, somebody who's in our lives. You should know what your person's style taste
I don't get
is
these
like.
people that want to say no. Like, listen, if you don't like the ring, say yes and then exchange the ring. If you don't want to marry him
That's
at
too
the
logical.
public proposal, say yes at Disney World, and then when you get back to the hotel, say, hey, I don't want to do this. But this need to embarrass your partner publicly, I don't get.
You're being a little too logical right now. Because I as someone who's been around women for a long time, it's
Sure.
more so that like they'll think like, why would you even think that I like this? You should know me better than that.
First of all, I don't even want to marry you. You keep bringing it up publicly, so I was like, let me go buy a ring and do this.
We should have discussed this before you purchased that ring.
But it's like to not marry somebody because of the ring. Sometimes the standards are just like the standards we put on each other are just out of this world.
Out of this world.
Like you got a good person,
Astronomical.
a good woman, or a good man who loves you, and you ain't gonna get married because you don't like the ring.
But in 2023, are people even like looking for good people?
I still think there's a demographic of people who are, and I think those people listen to the Adulthood podcast.
Big shout out to them. That was a nice plug.
These are the adulterers.
Yeah, I see
these are
what
the
you did
people.
there.
This podcast is for like the generation of people that feels like it's overlooked. Like it's like the Gen Zs are doing whatever new TikTok dance Meg Thee Stallion just released. And then the boomers they're fighting over Democrat, Republican. They don't know
That's
what's
still a
going
thing?
on.
That's still
yeah,
going on?
they're having debates off that. And then this generation in the middle of like, whatever happened to like everything we were promised when we were kids about like buying a house, having a wife, a husband,
fence.
or
A dog.
yeah, all that things. Like,
Yeah.
can we still? Is there still a world where this
Nope.
exists and we don't hate each other?
That shit is gone.
And those are the adulterers. Those are the people that listen to the Adulthood podcast.
Released on
If you don't want to
Mondays.
get married, my friend told me, I had a friend who told me she was engaged with her fiance. They were engaged for like 2 years, high school sweethearts. He dropped on one knee. She proposed. He said yes. Middle of their engagement, she realized she didn't want to marry him. It took time to build up till she was like sure she didn't want to marry him. One time she told me they went away. They got into like the night they went away, they just got into an argument. Everything just went wrong with the trip. It was just an argument the whole night. And she literally said she woke up in the morning and she was like, hey, she tapped him on the shoulder and she was like, hey, we shouldn't do this. And he was like, what? She's like this, like, why are we doing this? Like everything, we only fight, like it's no happy times. Like we shouldn't get married. And he disagreed a little bit, but she said when she painted it out to him, he was like, you make sense. And these are people, they were together 10 years since high school sweethearts, wedding plan, families were involved. They just had that talk. They came back from their vacation. They're like, yeah, we're not doing it.
Man.
And then when she told them, everybody was like, good.
Yeah.
Because people
they
won't
could
tell
see
you
it.
this.
But they can see it.
People won't tell you this. They don't want to blow up your happiness. But
Yeah.
you could see that.
But the thing is too, man, like high school, what, 17, 18, 10 years, 20, you're still not even 30 and you think you're like, I know it happens, but you're
It
a
doesn't
totally different person within those that 10-year range. And that person is like, I feel like a lot of people, they put themselves into predicaments where they don't realize that you're growing, but that person is also growing. And like, y'all might be growing apart. That's okay. It's not terrible. I mean, like people say, oh, you waste all my time and this, that, and the third. But if you live to be 80, 85, 67 in some states, you know what I'm saying? You still got a long time.
I don't get the idea of like wasted my time. Because if you were with somebody for 10 years and you were happy for those 10 years, it's a waste of time because you're not happy now that you're 30. It's like, but you were happy for 10 years.
Have you ever gotten that though?
Yeah. I'm a big waste of time. For sure.
The biggest.
For sure. Yeah.
But like, how is it a waste of time? Like
you were happy.
Things don't end. Things end.
Yeah, things end. Right, Marty? You know. Things end.
You came back from Fiji.
Yeah.
Fiji ended, right?
Things end. If you were happy at one point, don't consider it a waste of time. Now, if you find out, I do agree there is some waste of time because sometimes you hear people that like, they found out that while they were together, the guy had like another family
kid.
and
Yes,
raising
that's
thing,
a waste of time.
That was a waste of
Yes,
time.
that's a huge waste of
That's a big
time.
waste of time.
Yeah.
But if you didn't work out, if you were together and you grew apart and you didn't work out, that's not a waste of time.
Could a woman have another family?
like a secret family on the other side where the guy's raising the baby.
Yeah.
I think in today's world anything is possible, and I'm not comfortable going on a podcast and telling a woman that they can't do anything they want to do,
Because it's the future is feminine.
So if you want to have another family on the other side of town, to take down the patriarchy, do it.
Do it.
Send us your questions
And invite us.
Send
to the
us
baby,
pictures.
and
He'll
invite us
DJ.
to the baby shower. I got no Burberry shirts though.
Yeah, no Burberry shirts. Let's land this bad boy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
I gotta head out to do some spots.
Please,
this is
bring your
another
seats up.
episode 26. Put your seats up. Away tray tables. We're clear for landing.
Seatbelts on.
We want to thank you guys for listening to the Adulthood Pod once again.
So much.
There's people that be hitting me up as soon as the episode drops, like on Monday. It
On
drops
Monday-
like Mondays at like 4 a.m. and by 7 a.m. I got like DMs.
I'm talking about like comments, like they done reviewed everything.
Yeah.
They shouting you out, shouting us out.
they hate
Marty got a high.
Yeah, it's great. We really appreciate it.
It's amazing.
This is the Adulthood family. Thank you guys for listening. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your peoples about us.
I think for 2024 we got to do the Adulthood brunch tour.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's start planning
I would love that.
Yeah,
For that to
let's start planning
happen,
that.
we're gonna need you guys to share this.
Yeah.
We're gonna need you guys to share the pod. This is October 9th is coming out. So this weekend I'm gonna be in Laugh, Boston.
Shout out to
I'm looking
Boston.
forward to that because a lot of Dominicans in Boston.
Que
So
lo que, que lo wo, que
make
lo
sure you
hay.
guys come out. I'm at the
Ding.
Detroit House of Comedy the 21st, Houston 27th to the 29th, and San Francisco Punchline from the 1st to the 4th. Tickets at ianlaralive.com. Listen to the podcast. Watch us on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. Tell us you hate us. We love you either way.
Soy Papi Champoo.
Peace.